Hey guys, Rosita here. So this presentation I have for you guys is about vocal health and home remedies. A lot of my students have been asking me to do this. So guys, this is for you and this is for also for all singers. So there are actually home remedies that you can use, to deal with coughing, sore throat, rather than depending on the over-the-counter things that we get at the pharmacies. Again, this is my opinion. This is personally, I try to avoid as much as possible any over-the-counter things. The really as over-the-counter thing I get is getting Ricola, throat drops. I absolutely love those. But other than that, whether it's Dayquil, NyQuil, Halls, I do try to avoid. So I'm going to show you guys some herbs, some root stuff, some teas that you can make, and also I'm talking about steam as well. All right, so let me go ahead and bring in my presentation. So, yep, that's my Google page. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and expand this. All right, vocal health. These remedies are one of my favorites and also my students' favorites, which is most important, that they actually see a difference. So let's start with the number one, peppermint tea. Peppermint tea is actually one of the best herbal teas to use if you're suffering from a lot of phlegm. Phlegm is every singer's enemy because it sticks to the back of your throat and you have to clear it while you are singing. Now, a lot of the singers, and just actually not just singers, but everybody, they tend to try to clear their throat going, but actually you're causing yourself more damage by doing that. You're actually literally slamming your cords together, which you, trust me, you do not want to do. You're giving a fantastic way of getting laryngitis. So yeah, if you have a phlegm, have some peppermint tea, some hot water with citrus with lemon, or if all fails, if you don't have anything, as disgusting as it's going to sound, swallow. Yes. I've had to do it a couple times before, and it is the most disgusting thing, but it's better than forcefully clearing out your throat. But let's go back to peppermint tea. The qualities in peppermint tea reduce phlegm production without drying your voice out. So it's perfect for singers. Add a little honey if you have a sore throat, and it works wonders. Go for the proper leaf stuff that you have to steep in a pot. Quality tea actually does make a big difference. Now, if you're worrying about the price, it's like, oh, it's gonna be more expensive. Actually, not at all. I mean, just buy some peppermint leaves. You can get it on sale from like any form of grocery store. And just brew it with the water, boiling it, and then voila. Picking fresh leaves from a peppermint plant and steeping them into hot water works just as well as dried out tea leaves, which also you can purchase as well. I do try to avoid like Lipton or Nestle teas as much as possible. Personally, I like to get my leaves from either an herbal store or Asian markets. So that's something you might want to consider. All right, propolis. Propolis is a mixture with the same texture as honey that honeybees actually collect from tree buds. Sap flows or other botanical sources to coat their hives. This amazing natural medicine has been touted as having equal or more antibacterial properties than penicillin, as well as antiviral and anti-inflammatory effects. It is excellent for reducing swelling in the throat, breaking up mucus in the sinuses, relieving hoarseness, and fighting infection in the throat. Mixing a tablespoon of propolis with warm water and any one of the other herbs listed in this presentation is an excellent way to speed healing. Now, you're probably asking yourself, where in the world am I going to get propolis? You can actually get them at farmers markets. You can actually go to Whole Foods. But best bet is look at your local farmers market. And also, grade B natural honey works as well. This is just another kind of honey. Licorice. Licorice is a wonderful herb that helps treat many different ailments. It helps to heal inflamed tissues and membranes due to the anti-inflammatory and anti-allergic properties. So if you're a person that has a lot of allergies, this is actually perfect for you. Okay. Licorice is one of the most commonly used herbs for sore, tired, and overused voices. So if you are a voiceover actor, this is also another thing for you. This is best used if you made a tea. Actually, this is hands down the best tea for your voice. Like peppermint tea, licorice root tea aids digestion. I can't talk English. And it somewhat numbs the back of your throat just a little, which is fabulous for singers who are performing night after night. This is a fantastic alternative than grabbing those chloroseptic sprays that is filled with chemicals. Now, I'm not a big person on licorice, unless if it's from IKEA. That actually I do like. But most times I'm not big on licorice. But the licorice root tea has a much nicer flavor than aniseed, and it's milder too. You can dunk the tea bag in less if you don't like your tea to be very strong. So you can actually control the taste of the licorice. But if you want the full effect, definitely have the tea strong, okay? Just suck up the licorice taste. Steam. Seriously, this is like the best time of the day when you're taking a nice hot shower. And I am guilty. I do sing in the shower. And, well, ever wondered why you sound so good in the bathroom? Reverb and steam. Steaming is an age-old singer secret, and it works a treat. It's absolutely amazing. Now, you don't always have to, inhale the steam while you're taking a shower. I mean, all you have to do is just boil up some water, grab a cooking pot, and throw your towel over your head as you breathe in that steamy goodness. If you're really suffering from a cold, add 2 drops of eucalyptus oil, and it will clear you up instantly. Okay. Now, this is also great if you have head colds and also migraines as well. And also if you have like nasal congestion, that also helps too. The steam breaks up the mucus inside the nasal cavities. Turmeric not only is a great seasoning factor, but turmeric is a favorite of Ayurvedic practitioners and is also used frequently in Chinese medicine. It is one of the most widely prescribed herbs for inflammation due to its high level of anti-inflammatory properties, which is most active ingredient, curcumin. Now, this is fantastic for sore throats, especially if you're feeling absolutely dry or it has like that burning sensation to it. Turmeric is amazing. Slippery elm. Now, a lot of people don't know about slippery elm. Now, but it's so awesome, especially when you have a lot of phlegm as well. Now, phlegm and mucus is the same thing, just in case you guys didn't know. So slippery elm could be considered a throat's best friend. There you go. When the mucous membranes of the throat and lungs are swollen and inflamed, it is demiclant, which means it soothes mucous membranes by creating a smooth film to cover and soothe the irritated tissue. I love that word, soothe. This is why slippery elm is one of the best choices to help soothe and relieve a dry, irritated throat, and is one of the main ingredients in most cough syrups um, on the market today. Now, instead of like going ahead and getting Dayquil or NyQuil or whatever quill, use this in tea, or use this as a gargle, which I'm going to tell you how to make a gargle. Sage. Sage is often referred to as a cure-all. It really is, actually, if you think about it. And it is very effective when used as a gargle for healing all throat issues. So it takes all the bad spirits, all the bad things in your throat. So the only reason I know that because I do watch like Paranormal Activity or whatever, and apparently they burn sage, but yeah, I don't know too much about that, but it was a bad joke. Sorry. It is especially effective when combined with licorice and propolis, that honey thing, and used as a gargle to help heal laryngitis. Marshmallows. Marshmallows comes from a plant. Who would have thought? So, to get all fancy, granted, I do fail of pronouncing this. Marshmallow, or Althea officinalis, the flowering plants from which the poofy white tree got its name, is used for hoarseness, coughs, and lung trouble, including bronchitis. It's also, if you also are suffering from pneumonia, I've known people to use this as well, to use marshmallows. It exudes a sweet mucilage that is soothing, softening, and healing. It aids the body in expelling excess fluid and mucus by soothing and healing the mucous membranes. Marshmallow is also excellent for coughs. Excellent for coughs. Now, this does not mean that you are able to go to the supermarket and buy a bag of marshmallows and eat the whole bag. No. You can actually get an extract of this from like any like Whole Foods store or a Chinese medicine store or an herbal store. Cayenne. I love cayenne. Oh. Cayenne is also known as capsaicin. It is one of the most useful herbs around, and enough cannot be said about its miraculous healing properties. It is extremely stimulating to the entire body. It is excellent for all throat infections or swollen cords. Cords. My Bostonian just came out of me. To reduce a sore throat, it stops inflammation and stops potential infection. Okay, this is what I do. I use 5 drops of cayenne extract or a small pinch of powder, which is, again, the Bostonian came out. Pinch of powder and put a little bit on warm water or hot water. And then you add some honey to it, mix it, and then I add like actually a fresh squeezed lemon on top of it. It works wonders. Now, if you're the people that I can't stand spicy, I can't do spicy foods, I can't do hot foods, trust me, just a little pinch of it. Not saying like a thumb worth of pinch, more like half a pinky pinch. Okay? So, There you guys go. All right. So you're probably wondering, where on earth can I get these things? Well, I can tell you, especially marshmallows and turmeric. Turmeric, it usually comes in the form of powder, so you can actually get it from any supermarket, such as Ralph's if you live here in California, um, H&B or HEB, I think that's the supermarket in Texas, or whatever your main supermarket is, wherever you are. Okay, or it's Big Y or Stop and Shop in Massachusetts. Also, you can order this online as well, guys. Now, how to make a gargle. I shall tell you. I have a little thing right here. I'm going to show that for you. Here we go. Making a gargle. You're going to fill up a cup with 2 ounces of warm water. Make sure the water is lukewarm and not too hot. You do not want to burn your throat. Add a full dropper of extract to the water. So if you're either going to use an extract from Cayenne or from Marshmallow or anything, then you're going to mix in a half tablespoon of honey, and that can also be, propolis. All the herbs and herbal combinations listed in this presentation should be used as, well, technically, yeah, should be used as a gargle, and then spit out after use. Making a solution to gargle and using it is very easy. You're going to gargle for roughly about 20 seconds, like you would do with Listerine, 3 times every couple of hours throughout the day. Make sure to allow the solution to go as far down into your throat as possible, but please don't choke. Also, gargle just before you go to bed so the herbs can sit on the inflamed muscles and throat overnight. If possible, gargle 5 minutes before singing and during intermission if you guys are doing a show or if you're at the Pantages or something. Also, be sure to consult with, well, this is actually my note from myself, but you always want to consult your doctor, actually, okay, before you use any herbs, because some people can actually be allergic. So you always want to double check, okay? Now, for the licorice, you can use it as a tea. Turmeric, you can also, personally, I do this. I put a little bit, like for a tea. You'll make sure to also put a little bit because it's very intense flavor. So hopefully this will help you guys. Again, you can order all of these things online. You can go through Amazon. It's totally safe. Or also you can go to an herbal store. Stay away from GNC. That's not herbal. Okay, that's another topic. Any Chinese herbal store, Asian stores will most times have it. And also, again, guys, I'm going to ask you guys of this. Try to limit yourself from taking over-the-counter products. Okay, especially with chloroseptics. I cannot strain that enough. What are chloroseptics? Is basically it numbs your throat. Take licorice instead. Drink some root licorice tea. Now, the cool thing about this is a lot of these things can actually already come in tea forms. So if you go again to an herb store, they'll most likely have that for you guys. So if you guys have any other questions, you can post this below, or if you guys watching this on Take Lessons, go ahead and click ask a question and I will get that directly. Please don't ask me for my number. We can contact through there. Or also, if you're watching this through my page, just post on your questions or PM me on my page as well. All right, guys. Hopefully you'll have a wonderful day, and I'll most likely see you guys tomorrow with more blogs. All right, take care. Bye.